Trump wants Greenland.
Putin just endorsed it.
And Elon Musk might be going to Mars with both of them.
What sounds like science fiction is now a geopolitical alliance in the making. In a stunning move, Russian President Vladimir Putin publicly backed Trump's ambitions to secure Greenland, not as a conquest, but as a launch pad for Arctic dominance, nuclear strategy, and even interplanetary cooperation. Putin didn't stop there.
He floated the idea of joint missions to Mars, polar infrastructure development, and nuclear-powered space vehicles, with Elon Musk's involvement. So what's really going on here?
Is this a power move? A peace offering?
Or the beginning of a new Cold War space race? Let's unpack it.
First, the endorsement. Sources close to the Kremlin confirm that Putin sees Trump's Greenland push not as imperialism, but as strategic realism. His message? America needs the Arctic.
Russia already has it. Why fight when we can collaborate? Putin's advisors reportedly see Greenland as
a natural extension of U.S. defense infrastructure,
a counterbalance to Chinese polar ambitions,
and a region with potential for shared economic extraction. This isn't just support.
This is alignment.
And it's the first time Russia has backed a Western territorial pivot since the Cold War ended.
Let's rewind. Greenland isn't just ice. It's a goldmine of
rare earth minerals,
uranium and nickel,
strategic airspace, and access to new Arctic trade routes. Trump has long argued,
if the U.S. doesn't control Greenland, someone else will.
Putin, it turns out, agrees, because Russia already dominates Arctic naval routes,
icebreaker fleets, polar military bases,
and nuclear-powered cargo tech.
Now imagine combining that with U.S. aerospace, Elon's launch platforms, and Greenland's resources.
That's what Putin's after. The Arctic is becoming the new Middle East. With melting ice, we now have unlocked shipping lanes,
oil and gas fields,
and satellite-friendly launch zones. Russia is already dug in. China is investing. The U.S. playing catch-up. Putin's proposal isn't just about cooperation.
It's about locking in leverage before the Arctic becomes a battlefield.
And Trump, ever the dealmaker, knows this could be a shortcut to parity. Here's where things get weird and powerful. Putin specifically referenced Elon Musk in his comments, praising SpaceX's innovation,
nuclear propulsion research,
and Elon's willingness to think beyond politics.
The Kremlin floated a proposal: joint Mars colonization and nuclear-powered orbital infrastructure, coordinated between Roscosmos, NASA, and private innovators like SpaceX.
This is less about kumbaya and more about dividing the West. By luring Musk into Russian-friendly global projects, Putin undermines traditional NATO space control, gains soft influence over U.S. tech supremacy, and positions Russia as a partner, not just a pariah. Don't underestimate Trump's role. This isn't just Putin reaching out, it's Trump setting the stage. His strategic goals: secure Greenland as a military and mineral outpost,
box out China from Arctic access,
use Russia's icebreaking and polar tech as a force multiplier,
leverage Musk's tech to dominate space, on a budget. It's Trumpian logic.
Why spend trillions fighting everyone when we can make the deals of the century? And with Putin now signaling a green light, Trump can go to voters and say, I'm bringing peace, power, and prosperity, while NASA builds a Mars base. One chilling piece of this puzzle: nuclear propulsion and energy. Russia already tested
nuclear-powered satellites, nuclear icebreakers,
and even nuclear torpedoes.
Now they're proposing
nuclear engines for space travel, fusion power for polar infrastructure, joint safety protocols with U.S. labs.
It's a dangerous offer because it opens doors to cooperation and spying.
But Trump and Musk have long advocated for bold energy moves. This could be their opening. Predictably, Europe is rattled. EU leaders warned, this risks legitimizing Arctic militarization. A Trump-Putin tech bloc would upend the Western alliance. China?
Silent, but panicking behind the scenes.
Beijing has invested heavily in Arctic access, including ports in Iceland,
Infrastructure in Russia. Rare earth contracts in Greenland.
If Trump and Putin carve up the Arctic, with Musk as the middleman, China could be locked out of its Plan B for global dominance.
Cynics say Putin is
Buying time, using Musk as a wedge, and baiting the U.S. into Arctic overreach.
but others say this is geostrategic genius.
Instead of clashing militarily, the U.S. and Russia could build joint Arctic ports, establish shared mineral zones, launch dual-use space missions, and create a new power axis outside NATO and BRICS. Whether it's peace or manipulation, the world is watching. Trump wants Greenland. Putin approves. Elon might launch from it. What we're seeing is not just diplomacy.
It's the formation of a new multipolar alliance, centered on Arctic minerals, nuclear innovation, and Mars missions.
This isn't just politics.
This is the next frontier.
And if Trump plays it right, he won't just win the Arctic. He'll redefine who leads Earth and who owns the sky beyond it. Is this a real alliance or geopolitical theater? Should the U.S. partner with Russia and Elon to secure the Arctic and space? Or is this a trap dressed as innovation? Let us know in the comments.
And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more deep dives from Libertarian Uncensored, where geopolitics, technology, and raw power converge.